Your silence isn't just silence to her. It's a storm she can feel in her chest. It's the moment her mind starts writing stories you never told. Today, I'm going to take you inside her head. What really happens when a man goes quiet? This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding how silence feels from the other side and why it's louder than any words you could ever say. So if you're ready to see the truth, stay with me till the end. 1. Silence isn't empty. It's full of meaning to you. Silence might feel like peace, a way to step back, breathe, collect your thoughts. But to her, silence is never just nothing. It's loud, it's heavy, it's the sound of every word you didn't say echoing in her head. When a man she's connected to suddenly stops speaking or pulls away, her mind doesn't rest. It starts working overtime. She tries to read the silence like it's a letter with invisible ink. She thinks back to the last text, the last conversation, the last time your eyes met. Did something change? Did she do something wrong? You might believe you're giving her space, but in her world, you've given her an unanswered question, and the human brain hates unanswered questions. She starts building answers herself, some logical, most emotional, and those emotional answers are often the harshest. Here's the thing, a woman measures connection not just by words, but by presence. And when your presence suddenly feels dim, even for a short time, she doesn't think he's busy. She thinks he's distant. Even short silences feel long when emotions are invested. That's why, for you, 2 days of quiet might feel harmless. For her, it's 2 days of uncertainty, 2 days of imagining possibilities that hurt. You may think you're avoiding conflict by staying quiet, but from her side, that quietness can be more destructive than a difficult conversation, because at least with words, she knows where she stands. With silence, she's left standing alone in the dark. 2. She questions her worth instantly. This is one of the fastest emotional reactions a woman can have. The moment you go silent, she doesn't first assume you're stressed or tired. She looks inward and wonders if she's the problem. Not because she's weak, not because she's insecure by nature, but because emotional connection is her compass in relationships. If that compass suddenly stops pointing anywhere, she assumes it's because she's lost value in your eyes. She replays her last words to you. She checks her tone. She asks herself if she seemed too eager or maybe too cold. She might even reread her messages, searching for something that could have made you pull back. The truth is, this questioning isn't just about you, it's about her entire history. Every time she's been ignored, dismissed, or ghosted before, your silence becomes a trigger. And when that old wound reopens, her self-worth takes the hit. She won't always tell you this. Pride keeps her from admitting it out loud, but you'll notice small changes, slower replies, less enthusiasm, fewer details about her day. Not because she stopped caring, but because she's scared to give too much to someone who might already be letting go. Your quietness may be unintentional, but in her mind, it's evidence. Evidence that something in her fell short, and once she believes that, it's hard for her to unsee it. 3. She starts filling in the blanks. When you don't give her an explanation, she'll make one up, not because she's dramatic, but because silence leaves a vacuum, and the mind fills that vacuum with stories. Her brain will start pulling from patterns she's seen before. Maybe an ex who grew distant before cheating. Maybe a friend whose boyfriend drifted away without warning. Suddenly your pause in communication starts to look like the beginning of an ending. She'll remember every small moment that could support her theory. That time you seemed distracted at dinner. The joke you didn't laugh at. The goodnight text that felt shorter than usual. And the more time passes without clarity, the more convincing her own theories become. You might be completely innocent, just busy with work or dealing with your own stress. But in her mind, your quietness feels deliberate. She'll start watching your patterns closely. Did you post something online but not reply to her? Did you leave her message on seen? Did your typing bubbles appear, then disappear? These details stick to her thoughts like glue. Her goal isn't to catch you doing something wrong. Her goal is to find the truth. But without your voice in the conversation, she's forced to create her own version of it. And unfortunately, the version she builds in her head will almost always hurt more than the truth. 4. Her insecurity doesn't need proof. A woman doesn't always need evidence to feel unwanted. Sometimes a shift in your energy is enough. If you used to respond quickly and now you don't, she notices. If you used to ask about her day and now you just say cool, she notices. If you used to call her before bed and now you don't, she notices. This isn't about overreacting, it's about patterns. When your presence changes, she feels it immediately. Even if she tries to convince herself you still care, her mind will keep circling back to that empty space where your attention used to be. That's the danger of silence. It confirms fears she didn't want to believe. She starts thinking she's too much or not enough, or that maybe you found something or someone else that's worth more of your time. And here's the cruel part. Once insecurity takes root, every small thing you do can feel like proof. Late reply, proof. Short answer, proof. No emoji in your message when you used to send them, proof. You may have never intended to make her doubt herself, but your silence can be the mirror that reflects her deepest fears back at her. And once she sees that reflection, it's hard to make her forget it. 5, she might go silent too, but for different reasons. Men often think when a woman stops speaking, she's playing the same game. She's not. Her silence is rarely about winning or punishing you. It's about protecting herself. When she stops talking, it's usually because she's tired of explaining how she feels to someone who doesn't respond, tired of feeling like she's too much when she's just trying to connect. It's not that she has nothing to say, she has too much to say, but no safe place to say it. She's afraid that if she opens up again, she'll be met with indifference. So instead, she builds walls. You might see her post online, laughing with friends, looking unbothered. But behind that is a woman who's pulling back piece by piece, not because she doesn't love you anymore, because she doesn't trust that her love is safe with you. Her silence is her shield. It's her way of keeping her dignity when she feels like her heart isn't being heard. 6, she thinks you're letting go, even if you're not. A woman doesn't need you to say the words, "I'm leaving," to feel like you're slipping away. She feels it in the pauses, in the way your texts feel shorter, in the way you don't look at her the same. She senses it before she can even explain it. And once she feels it, she starts preparing for the worst. Not with drama, but with quiet withdrawal. She holds back her stories, her jokes, her affection, because she doesn't want to give more to someone she believes is already halfway out the door. She might still hope she's wrong, but each day you stay silent makes that hope smaller. You might still care. You might just be stressed. But if you let her stay in that uncertainty for too long, she'll start believing the ending has already begun. And by the time you finally speak up, she might already be gone. Not physically, but emotionally. Because when a woman prepares herself to lose you, she also starts teaching herself how to live without you. Men, understand this. Your silence isn't just the absence of words. It's the presence of a message, even if you didn't mean to send one. If you care about her, don't make her guess. If you're going through something, let her know. Because a woman who loves you will wait, but not forever. Leave her in the dark too long, and she'll learn how to live without your light. If this video gave you perspective, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more relationship insights and female psychology breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe to Olivia Rose, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the truth that changes everything.